What's going on?
President Yang! President Yang! President Yang! President Yang! President Yang! This is the Yang Gang! Hey, this is the Yang! 2024! 2024! 2024! 2024! 2024! 2024!
Thank you all.
Well, Andrew.
Thank you so much.
Andrew.
Thank you.
Can we do a Yang Gang group hug?
Yeah, Yang Gang.
Yang Gang group hug. Bring it in.
It's really all about you all and the message and the ideas of this campaign, which are just going to grow and get stronger in the days and weeks and months ahead until we come back.
Yeah!
Yes! That's going to be great. We couldn't have done it without each and every one of you, and immensely grateful to everyone who helped make this campaign so strong and vital over the past number of weeks and months. We legitimately came this close.
We shocked the world.
Yeah, we already shocked the world, but we legit, like, you know, I was doing the math before, and I went to this campaign said we need about 40,000 people in Iowa to abolish poverty, and I think we got 9,000, which is like actually not half bad if you look at and if we'd gotten to 40,000, we would have been first. Like that was like that was the math, really. You looked at it, so you're looking at it being. And from the numbers, like I have the highest favorability ratings of any politician in the country. There's a lot of people that had me, and I'm also now among the least disappointing candidates in the field. So there were a lot of people in Iowa, New Hampshire that were saying, like, please, like, come back in 4 years. A lot of people who said, frankly, that, you know, if there wasn't so much fear and anxiety, that they would have come our way. But because of the current climate, I think many people felt like it was a little bit new. But you know, one of the things that happens in politics is that as people feel like they are familiar with you, you become more of this known quantity, and then people become more inclined to trust, you know, in you and your leadership. So I think we're going to go in next time as one of the lead contenders right off the bat. And it's because each and every one of you, so thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you.
Andrew, you changed so many lives, dude, and you started a movement that's gonna grow. And
Nothing can stop us.
Bye-bye blackout.
Nice, really?
Yes. How's it, Yangin' dudes and dudettes? My name is Sean, and I am bringing to you that very bittersweet moment from the channel of Will Lexham. I'm not sure if he did this video himself or if he got it from somewhere else, but this is where I found it from, so I'm going to leave his link in the description below. Doesn't have that many subs, and if he's loyal Yang Gang, you guys need to go help this guy out, because all of us Yang Troopers need to stick together, support each other in this time of, you know, low searchability for poor Andrew Yang. But he has closed his last final campaign office. I think it's one of his final ones, at least in Nevada, right? And it's bittersweet, you know, but we know that we've created this movement and we're going to keep going. I mean, even me on my channel, I'm creating other videos exposing corruption and sliding in Andrew Yang's ideas in there. You know what I'm saying? You guys better go check them out. And then we go smack that gravy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love it. I love it with the gravy and the likes and the shares and the taters. Oh. So anyways, if you guys don't know what that is, I'm sure, you know, we'll have some guys explain it to you in the comment section down below. So still voting Yang is trending on Twitter, everybody. Everybody is on top of this. still voting Yang trends on Twitter as Andrew Yang supporters refuse to back Democratic rivals. And the thing is, Tulsi Gabbard, she's doing the best she can, and she's probably get the most Yang Gang votes, other than people who just reverted back to Trump or reverted back to Sanders, right? So a lot of the undecideds or Trumpers are not going to vote for Sanders because the Bernie Bros have not opened us with welcoming arms. They ridiculed us and demeaned us, and cut us down at any turn. Never was willing to give us real, honest debate and discussion. They just was mudslinging constantly, and then turned around and was like, okay, now support us. It's not the way that happens. So this is the reason why this is happening. And the thing is, if we can get at least six figures, 100,000, 250,000, 1/3 of what Ralph Nader got of write-in. He had like 600,000 write-in votes. So if we could do something like that, guys, then yes, we could make a huge statement that Andrew Yang has a real movement, and the way they rigged the election was not proportional to the amount of support that he has, and we can make a real statement. Because, dude, like, even the Yang tubers, our subs are still increasing. We're doing great. Like, there's no change here. There's movement. People are still being Yanging people. This is crazy. So let's go over here to this article. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a burpage there. People have expressed their support online for Andrew Yang in 2020 Democratic candidate race despite him pulling out of the election several days ago. That's right, we are just smashing everybody, you know what I'm saying? We're keeping it real. That's all we do. We keep it real, data-driven, unideological movement. The thing is, the establishment booted him out when he was the only one who was really bringing together people, switching Republicans to Democrats, strengthening Democrats together, and bringing a huge coalition. Now the Democrats are just crumbling with Tom Perez cheating and fucking letting Bloomberg pay him money like freaking the scallywag that he is. Man, this is sad. The oligarchs, boys. Oligarchs. That's what they are. So many tweeted using the hashtag to say that they believe his policies are what the U.S. needs now, while others remained unconvinced by the platforms offered by the remaining Democrats. Yang, whose campaign promised that every eligible American receive $1,000 a month, a part of universal basic income, officially withdrew from the race just as New Hampshire primaries were announced. Because it was obvious, that with so many things reporting, they're doing this whole reporting certain numbers at a certain time and letting certain people be like they're in the front runner position, and everything's just so corrupt. There's so many angles going on to that. We've covered it in mass. I wish these ads would stop. Yang finished in 8th place position in New Hampshire, receiving 2.8%. He could have had up to 4 or 5%, even passing Joe Biden potentially if he wouldn't have done that stunt. Because people just stopped voting for him. He's out. There's no reason. A lot of people, the vote blue no matter who. Idiots out there just stop voting for the person they think, if they suspend their campaign. You know how it is. So his Democracy Dollars policy is the only policy that brings the power of money in politics back to the people. Stop with the ads. So yes, that is 100% true. Democracy Dollars completely cuts out money in politics, and that's what so many people have been raving for. Hashtag America Needs Yang was trending because all of the other candidates would just continue to play along with the old system of oppression. Don't tell me I'm wasting my vote. I'm still voting for Yang. So note that is cast thoughtfully is wasted, and your candidate is not entitled to my vote. That's brilliant. Andrew Yang earned my vote. Your candidate will have to do the same if you want me to change my mind. That means you're going to have to champion universal basic income in the same way Andrew Yang has, a very similar way. To be clear, still voting for Yang isn't about voting Andrew Yang in the general election. It is about voting Andrew Yang in the Democratic primary election. So, if you want our vote, then you will need to earn it. And those who are attacking Yang Gang, you definitely don't deserve it. 100%. Oh my God, so we got Scott Sentence here. I'm still voting Yang in Louisiana. Decided I'm still going to change my registration to Democrat and vote for Yang in Maryland's primary. He's my candidate. It will be an honor to fill the bubble next to his name. I'm still voting Yang because I want my vote to count towards a vision of the future and I actually believe in and am excited about. Your vote is your choice in this country. So yes, so it's just awesome. It's just awesome. This movement is here to stay. So there's some people who are actually attacking, however, others are also using a hashtag to describe that they're dismayed with Yang supporters. So they try to, at least they put it at the very end, but they're trying to make it seem like, yeah, but it's just a vote blue no matter who. Oh, you can't have Trump there. The fact of the matter is Trump is not worse than George Bush. That's just a fact. That's the way it is. If you don't disagree with me, send me down in the comment section below. I'll prove you wrong. I'll correct your ass in a heartbeat. Bush got us into wars. Trump has been actually taking people away from those wars. Of course, and he also releases the real, there's no oil fields. we're protecting the oil fields. We got to keep the oil for us. He just lets the cat out of the bag. So Hillary Clinton would have been worse than Trump. She would have been doing way worse than stuff that he's doing, and under our noses where we didn't even know until a year or two later or some horrible thing happened, like we're with Libya. So save me to vote blue no matter who. Vote your conscience, people. Vote your conscience. So I might have a story coming up later on. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see what's going on, see how motivated I am. I'm feeling a little good mood, you know what I'm saying? Because our movement is so goddamn strong, boys and girls, you know, and whoever else in between. All right, so I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.